The dirt don't settle, won't sleep or stay. Signals live, baby, on the Palmetto Racing Network waves, where the roots run deep, gators bite, and the mean serpents play. Fumes and the engines louder than bombs. Only two things known to live long: champions, legends, stock car engine. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Network of choice for the bold, for the free. Every roar, every voice on the air, on the screen. What they hear, what they know, where they've been, what they seen. Every turn, every burn, Palmetto carries the speed. Mean serpent, roughest, loudest, on scene, on stream. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road.
Thank you, man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting evening of racing here at Darlington Raceway as the StreetStock Series with Palmetto Racing League takes to the track for a quick little 40-lap battle tonight here at Darlington. We do have several drivers out tonight, but without further ado, we will go ahead and get up that track info for you real quick. This is the StreetStock Series' 11th race of the season out of 20, so just 9 to go. And we all know what that means. These drivers are competing for a chance in the playoffs here. 3 different sets here. We have a round of 12, round of 8, and a round of 4 before we finally declare a Season 1 champion. So without further ado, track length here at Darlington, 1.3 miles here.
Steven might make it, so you might get your chance after all to try and do your worst.
Sitting at a temperature of about 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 31% dew point here. Partly cloudy conditions, but I don't foresee any strange thunderstorms popping up. So everything should be quite smooth here, and we of course do want to give a shout out to VB Racing for helping us throw this together and keep these streams coming to you live with all the action from Palmetto Racing League. So let's go ahead and get that track info down. See if we have any drivers out on the track currently getting their qualifying in. The 001 there of Mr. Doyle Boyd.
You almost picked up a 10th there, Doyle.
Laying down those qualifying laps there. About 2 minutes left, roughly, of qualifying. And we will get straight to the action. Looks like we are showing only 4 drivers gridding tonight, so a little bit less of a grid than what we're used to seeing, but that's all right. About a minute to go now before we get our grid up going. Get these drivers out on the track here. So we see some of the fans out there in Earnhardt Towers. Probably a little confused with how we would put on a race here with only 4 drivers, but we have managed with worse. If anyone remembers a lot of our earlier streams early on with season 1, we at least have drivers out here to compete, real life human drivers, and none of that AI, which is what we were running with in season 1, and that could really be a mess at times. So it looks like we have rounded up qualifying here, so we'll see if our grid is going to cooperate with us tonight. And it does not appear that it is going to do so. Yep, nope, issues.
Will it still let Steven join?
Yeah, it should let him join for the grid up. I delayed the grid up for just a few minutes because he said he was literally right around the corner, so he should be hopping on any minute now.
It does not appear that our grid is going to cooperate
I
here.
hope so.
Oh, there we go. Finally
Gives
got
me
it
a
to
chance
work.
eat
Look at
dinner,
there.
at least.
All right, so the 40 of Zachary Audit's
Yeah,
going to be
it's-
starting this one out. The 2 of Aaron Martin starting in second.
And of course, my
Yes.
pleasure to put him in the wall. I mean, not put him in the wall.
Mr. Dole Boyd starting in third here, and Brent Thompson starting in fourth. So smaller grid tonight than what we're used to, but again, that's all right. At least we got some drivers out here to show up and get this thing going. Go ahead and get that off the screen now. Get the other stuff here. As we wait for our drivers to get gridded, currently the only one on track is the 001 of Mr. Dole Boyd there. I did just get word that we will have a extended grid up here. For how long, I am unsure. But nonetheless, we will patiently wait. Being told that it may stretch out to about 10 minutes. We will not wait that long. So no worries there. Officials probably taking taking opportunity here to make sure everything is ready to go for this evening's race. Halfway stage at the completion of lap 20. These drivers will most likely need it in this race, as we all know that Darlington is a track known to eat up the tires, hence the name Too Tough to Tame. Do believe they are waiting to try and squeeze one more driver in here to potentially make it 5 if iRacing will allow it to happen.
So Steven's not going to be joining. He tried it, would not allow him to, since Red has already started. I thought that it would, but apparently it won't. So whenever you guys are ready, I see all 4 on the track. We'll go ahead and reduce the countdown timer and get you guys on your starting lap.
So it looks like the remaining drivers have gridded here.
Everybody good? Are we ready? Zach, I need to say something about car count in general real quick. If you're ready to go, let me know. We'll go ahead and roll with this.
It does not appear from the traffic that I just heard through the radio there that the 5th driver will make it in time.
Hold there.
Next Wednesday, these guys will head to Charlotte, I believe it is. Let me have a look at the schedule here. Yes, they are back off to Charlotte for a second time.
All right, guys, disregarding the last, there's less than 2 minutes left on the grid timer. We'll just let the timer run out. Best of luck to you guys, and we'll see what happens. It's Darlington, baby. Anything possible.
So there should be some more intermediate action, track action next week at Charlotte. Not quite as bad as Darlington on the tire wear, but should still be an interesting one to watch for sure. As we should be getting ready to roll off the grid line here. Maybe about 8 more seconds or so.
10 seconds, guys. Make sure you guys are ready.
And the pace car is rolling as we get set to start off these 40 exciting laps here at Darlington. A little dusty on the track there.
If anything, sitting there for 10 minutes helped the sun go down.
Best of luck to you guys, man. I hate we only got 4 on the grid tonight, but yeah, it is what it is. Good luck. I'm stepping away from the headset now. Got to go knock out some schoolwork.
And the pace car is off. We'll be green flag racing this time around. And they are off. A little bit of contact there to the rear of the 27 from the 45 of Brent Thompson. Nice little lead so far from the 40 of Zachary. As he gets a little bit into the wall
There's
there.
a wall there, in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, I already found it.
A little bit of sidebar joking going on there between the drivers.
I found it too. That wasn't an insult, by the way.
No, it's funny.
Oh, a little bit of contact there from the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd. And also again from the 40 of Zachary.
Oh, there.
27 now of Aaron Martin right up behind the 40. Gotta hang to the outside a bit there. May try and seize
The
his
sun was going down, not coming up.
opportunity early on. Some more contact there by the 40 on the wall. Keeping it manageable though as the 27 looks to try and sneak in on the inside. Not enough to get around the 40 though. As we are now coming up on lap 5 this time around. Not as much of knuckle gripping action as we thought we would have tonight with such a short grid. Hopefully next week's race at Charlotte will be much better. A little bit of sideways action from the 40 there as he comes around the turn on exit. 6 laps completed in this one now, and it is almost single file action. As the 27 of Aaron Martin looks to try and shorten the gap a little there. Gonna try to close in on the 40. I do apologize. I think at the beginning of the stream I said there would be a halfway stage at the completion of lap 20. That was not accurate. I apologize. That is how we were running before, back when we had race control for this series. However, that will not be the case tonight. This thing, unless a caution comes out from incidents or severe wall drag like what we just seen there, we will not have any cautions. We will stay green flag racing, so that means you will get a chance to possibly see some green flag pit stops tonight. I thought the 27 of Aaron Martin there may have had enough to get around the 40, but he did not. Got out there for just a bit before falling back. Both drivers trying to stay off the wall this time around. So far, so good there. These guys are still running with that 30% fuel cap, so I am not entirely sure how many laps they are getting to a tank of fuel. I would imagine that it would not be enough to complete the 40 laps here tonight without a pit stop. So pit strategy will most likely come into play, and it will be under green flag conditions. So definitely get a bit tricky there. I feel like I could go out on a limb here and say that most likely they will be watching and listening for when each other plans on pitting, and they will all try to pit around the same time. Brent Thompson in the 45 back there trying to bring up the rear some. So far, so good on the green flag racing, though. There's the 27 of Aaron Martin. Kind of got into the rear quarter of the 40.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was about as far as I could go.
Everyone held on to it, though, as the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd now takes up in front of the 27 of Aaron Martin. Looks like he's going to try to run toward that inside line a bit here. It's really hard to get a successful run here at Darlington on that inside line. I know when we ran it, I think that was 2 weekends ago in the truck series, it was a bit rough. Maybe a tad bit easier for these guys with the lower horsepower here, but I know with the trucks, Darlington can really be a tough one. Doesn't have that nickname Too Tough to Tame for no reason. The 27 of Aaron Martin trying to stay tucked in tight behind the 40 there. Keep that draft going. $27 laps to go in this one now, so we're already almost halfway done with this race. Let's check on the duration here of the race at Charlotte next week. So they will be going a bit more on the laps at Charlotte, as they are set for 75 laps at Charlotte. Hopefully the grid is a bit thicker than what it is tonight. Make for a little bit more competition out on the track. Could also make for some more chaotic situations as well. Just 25 to go in this one now. The 27 of Aaron Martin going to try to come in on the inside of the 40 this time now. Getting the nose out just past. But it looks like the 40 is going to take back over here. Get back out front. As I mentioned earlier, playoff talks are starting to heat up a little bit. I will be checking in to see if there is a way to edit our timing tower to show a certain color for playoff eligible drivers, to keep everyone up to date on who stands a chance in playoffs. I feel pretty confident in saying that the number of drivers that we currently have on hand for the StreetStock series, that All of these guys will make it into the playoff bracket, at least for the round of 12, but obviously we'll start seeing things slim down for that round of 8, and then slim down even more for the round of 4 before crowning us a Season 1 championship. And then with that, all the series from here on out in Palmetto Racing League, starting with the street stocks here, will all have playoff rounds in them. So that will be an interesting change now, as this is our final lap into the halfway point here. Again, no caution will be coming out. As there is not a halfway stage. And we are at the halfway point this time around now, so it'll be interesting to see where and when this pit strategy will come into play here. We know these guys got 20 laps efficiently. See how much further they can stretch it before they have to come in. I think it's going to be a mix here of the need for fuel and possibly the need for tires as well. You can already see some of the wear out there on these cars as they are getting a little sideways up in the turns. And tires starting to lose traction from the rubber coming off like butter. And it looks like the 40 is going to drop down to the shoulder here and try to make his way into pits. Came into that one a little hot now with 17 laps to go. Aaron Martin in the 27, now the leader.
I'm
And it looks like he is going to shoot down into pits now. Try and get him some fuel here. Possibly even some tires. The 40 is still currently in pits. Most likely taking all two. Or excuse me, all brand new tires here. Looks like the 40 and the 45 both currently some laps down. The 45 of Brent Thompson there getting his lap back. As the 001 here of Mr. Doyle Boyd coming into pits. Gonna get himself freshened up a bit. 13 laps to go now in this one, with the 40 now back leading. Aaron Martin in the 27, currently running in second. A little bit of contact with the wall there, but no harm, no foul. He keeps it straight. '27 of Aaron Martin trying to close in on him quick. Closes that gap rather quickly. I would say that would be the difference in tires, possibly. 11 laps to go in this one now, and the 27 has taken the lead commandingly there in that pass. As always, want to take a quick minute here to remind you that if you are enjoying the content that we put out weekly from these iRacing League races by Palmetto Racing League, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all of the content and stay up to date with things happening in and around this league, and possibly some others. We are working on something to see about trying to bring some content from some other league races onto the network. Got a few irons in the fire with that one. It's all I can really give on that right now. I don't want to put any names out there just yet on possibilities, but it is one is a pretty decent sized league that runs NASCAR Cups, next gens, so could make for some exciting racing there. They are about to conclude their season though, so we will most likely wait until the start of the next season before we start bringing their content to you, if it happens. But at the very least, Palmetto Racing League here is doing its best to work up some new series and bring us some more action. I'm excited to see the emergence of the SRX series, as that will be a pretty versatile series with some combos of oval asphalt racing and also some more dirt track racing, so which is something that we do not currently have here with Palmetto Racing League. These guys have been strictly running asphalt oval and some occasional road courses, but the SRX series will be the one and only series that will have a good combination of both and still have some road courses thrown in there. So definitely going to be something exciting to look forward to in September as their new progression system gets underway. Drivers will start getting promoted at the end of every season, and it's going to take some time, but over the course, we will see new series come into play, such as the SRXs, the ARCA cars, trucks we've already seen from these guys, but they will be introducing Xfinity cars and then ending with Cup cars. So awesome, really good positive changes there, and thankful for all of you guys for tagging along with us on the adventure here as we watch this league grow into something really competitive and fun for everyone. That was the end goal here for these guys, and so far they're doing a really outstanding job with that, as we are now down to 4 laps to go in this one, and the 27 of Aaron Martin there has about almost a 3-second gap now between him and the 40. Will he be the one to tame the track too tough to tame tonight? It certainly is looking that way now with 3 laps to go this time around. Tell you, man, I still haven't gotten used to the not having a halfway stage anymore. Not that it's a bad thing. Oh, a little bit of wall drag going on from the 27 there. And he really has a commanding gap now between him and the 40, with about 7 seconds. Not something we are used to seeing out of the 40 at all.
Sorry, guys. I had a worker come in and talk to me.
2 laps to go in this one now. And we are almost ready to wrap this one up. A little sideways action from the 27 there as he enters the turn. White flag lap now this time around. Don't know that the 40 there is going to have enough track left to really shrink the gap between him and the 27 of Aaron Martin here. We may see the 27 emerging victorious, and it certainly looks that way as the 40 just announced he has run out of fuel. Aaron Martin in the 27 there, your winner tonight at Darlington Raceway.
Yo, let's go. That's my first street stock win, boys.
I messed up. I clicked the wrong button on the pit stop, and I only put 2 gallons of fuel in. I'm lucky I just barely did that.
And that is your results tonight.
you
Aaron
take
Martin in the
tires on that last
27
lap?
taking home the win.
Just right, but that weren't.
Mr. Doyle
if I would've
Boyd
put one
finishing
more
in
gallon,
second
that would've been
tonight.
fine.
The 40
I
there of
was trying to
Zachary
uncheck
finishing in
something else,
third, and
I
Brent
know.
Thompson
Oh well.
in
Good win.
fourth.
I enjoyed that, guys. I gotta go. I got another league race too in just a second. Thank y'all.
Yep, I gotta jump. It was fun. Say that again.
So,
I got another league race to get to real quick. I had a good time though. I wish I finished a little earlier. Didn't do very good though. Hit the wall twice.
the 27 out there burning down the tires after a good win here at Darlington. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us this evening here at Palmetto Racing Network. Be sure to tune in next Wednesday when the Street Stock Series takes to Charlotte Motor Speedway for 75 laps of intermediate track action. As always, we appreciate you joining us. Until next time.